Welcome here to Shy Sports Live as the Chicago Cubs tune in to face the Philadelphia Phillies in the city of brotherly love in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. We have first pitch and lineups coming up next on Shy Sports Live. Welcome back here to Shy Sports Live. We have game one of this three-game road trip between the Chicago Cubs and the Philadelphia Phillies. I want to thank everyone for tuning in as we get set for game number one of this series. Let's take a look at the lineups for both teams. We'll start off first with the Cubs' offensive lineup as their holding team. First with three hitters, Nico Hoerner, Alex Bregman, Seiya Suzuki, our first time broadcasting the game with him in the lineup today. The 4 through 6 hitters, Ian Happ, Carson Kelly, and Dansby Swanson. And the 7 through 9 hitters, Miguel Maya, Pete Crow Armstrong, and Matt Shaw. For the defensive lineup for the Philadelphia Phillies, left to right field, Brandon Marsh, Justin Crawford, and Adolis Garcia. Third to first base, Alec Boehm, Justin Turner, Bryson Stott, and Bryce Harper go to first base. And JT Realmuto, the first of two battery mates, behind the plate, and Christopher Sanchez on the mound today for the Phillies. 29 years old from La Romana, Dominican Republic. Gets a lot of strikeouts on the changeup, has a strong distaste for line home runs. Does not allow home runs that often. Will finish second in Cy voting for the last year, behind Paul Skeens for the veteran left-hander. As we're almost sent for Cubs baseball, as the Phillies are taking the field. Cubs coming off of a series loss to the Pirates. They lost 2-3 to Pittsburgh. They took 2-3 against the Rays. And this is our first broadcast since who did they play last weekend? I don't remember. Oh, the Guardians. This is our first broadcast since the Cubs played the Guardians. So, the doubleheader was last time we broadcast. But yeah, the Cubs playing against the Phillies. Both teams are 7-8 as they come into game 16. It's Christopher Sanchez. Still warming up for the Phillies. Cubs trying to come in and do well. Sanchez, 27% strikeout percentage, 58% ground ball percentage. And that's leads the majors since the start of 2025. Minimum 150 miles per hour pitched. Yoshinobu Yamamoto and Webb, the other Webb, is also Logan Webb. It follows him. But we're almost set for baseball here. Cubs versus Phillies. And let's go for a first pitch for Sanchez. Fastball to knees at the strike to Nico Hoerner. Nico hitting .316 this season, 1 home run, 10 RBIs already for the man. 0-1, swing and a miss, straight, nice changeup. 0-2 now on Nico Hoerner. Nico had a home run off of Christopher Sanchez last year. Also had a home run off of Jose Ruiz. 0-2 from Sanchez. Next swing, they appeal to first. I don't think he went. He did not. It's ball one. So 1 ball, 2 strikes on Nico. Here is the 1-2. Off the plate, 2-2 now on Nico Horner. Nico has a 14-game on-base streak, hitting .340 in that time. Here is the 2-2 from Sanchez. Inside corner, called strike 3. Down goes Nico looking, and that is out number 1. First man retired. Now to bring up Alex Bregman. That was a good sinker, catching the inner edge of the plate. Excellent pitch there from Sanchez, getting the first out of the game. Here, 1 out here is Bregman. 2:13 on the season, old soul start. First pitch from Sanchez. At the knees, at the strike, 0-1. Sanchez, very efficient, like we said, does not give up the home run ball that much. So the Cubs will have to work a lot of base hits and counts to try and make him make some mistakes. 0-1, backdoor just off the plate. 1-1 now on Bregman. That was a curveball from Sanchez. On the strike, 1 out. Nico Horner went down looking to start the game. 1-1. That's a changeup on the way. 2-1 now. A lot of Cubs, past and present, former Cubs, playing in this game today. Here's the 2-1. Bregman swings and misses on a nice changeup. It's 2-2 now. Now, Brad Keller, obviously a reliever for the Cubs last year, had a really good year last year. Here's the 2-2. Ground ball hit up the middle. That's going to get past the diving glove of Stott and in the center field. Alex Bregman, has a base hit to start the game for the Cubs. Their first hit of the game and their second on bat. Sinker in her third, and Bregman just pounds it up the middle. Sends it back to where it came from, past the diving glove of Stott, and the Cubs have an early base runner. Good start for the Cubs. Here's Seiya Suzuki, the designated hitter. First at bat this season that we're broadcasting. First pitch sinker, ball low and in for ball 1. Suzuki 2 for 10 on the season in his 3 games played in the Pittsburgh series. No RBIs, home runs, and OPS of .585. So 1-0 from Sanchez. Suzuki fouls that sinker to the right side out of play, 1-1. Seiya, most balls called strike, meaning most pitches out of the strike zone that were called strikes, leads the league from 2023 to 2025, clearing Randy Arozarena by 13. 213 times he's had balls called strikes on him. Here's the 1-1. Ground ball hit weakly towards short. Turner grabs it, flips to Stott, to fire, to first, and they get it. 6-4, 3 double play ends the Cubs' potential rally to the bottom of the first. We go. We'll be hold on real quick. The Cubs might be challenging here. Nope. Cubs go down in order 1, 2, 3. Basically, they do get a hit, but a double play ends the rally to the bottom of the first. We go. Scoreless on Shy Sports Live. Welcome back here to the bottom of the first inning in Philly. Take a look at the Phillies lineup. First to third hitters: Turner, Schwarber, Harper. 4 through 6, Garcia, Marsh, Bohm, and the 7 through 9 hitters: Stott, Realmuto, and Croft for the Cubs. Defense, third or left to right field: Ian Happy, Kromshong, and Matt Shaw. Third to first: Alex Bregman, Dansby Swanson, Nico Horner, and Carson Kelly. Behind the plate, first to two battery mates Miguel Maya, and on the mound, Javier Assad, his first star broadcasting of the season, fires a sinker at the knees for a strike to get us going. Javier retired his first 12 batters in his season debut. His sinker velocity has been up for the last two seasons. 0-1. Ground ball hit towards short. Swanson grabs, fires the first in time. It's a two-pitch out to start his second outing of the season. Went 5 1/3 in his last outing against Tampa. Like we said, we tied the first 12 in a row hitters. No runs given up. 5 strikeouts. Here's Kyle Schwarber, a dangerous hitter. 4 home runs, 9 RBIs, 212 average in 15 games. First pitch on the corner at the strike. Obviously, we know Kyle from his Cubs days, winning the World Series here. 0-1 high fly ball, pretty well hit to center field. PCA goes back on the track of the wall, leaps, and it's gone. Kyle Schwarber leaves the yard for his 5th home run of the season, and the Phillies lead the Cubs 1-0. 103.5 in the exit velo, and a projected distance of 414 feet off the bat. It didn't sound like it was going to go far, and the reaction from Kyle didn't seem like it was going to be a home run. It's a changeup below the knees, and he goes down on one knee, and he hits it out of here. Clearly, Phillies players knew it was gone off the bat by the reaction, so it's a 1-0 lead for Philly. Here's Bryce Harper. He hits this one high towards right field. This one's going to stay in the yard as Shaw, right in front of the track, will make the catch for the second out. That was a curveball just below the knees. So Phillies are definitely seeing Javier. His pitch is pretty well early. A lot of hard contact on the first 3 hitters. So here's Adolis Garcia. Former Ranger, won the World Series. To Seattle. There's a slide on the corner. That's a strike on one with Seattle. I'm thinking of Randy Rosarina. That's on in 1-1. Believe he played with another team before coming to Philly after playing for the Rangers. I thought he played for Seattle. I'll have to fact check that. The 1-1. The knees at the strike 1-2 now. So, 1 ball, 2 strikes. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Good slider from Assad, but a home run for Kyle Schwarber breaks the tie. It's 1-0 Phillies. What's the second on Shy Sports Live? Welcome back here to the top half of the second inning here in Philly, in Citizens Bank Ballpark in Pennsylvania. Christopher Sanchez, since 2024, has allowed the fewest home runs per 9 innings over that span in the MLB, .52 home runs allowed per 9 innings. That is pretty good stat. Here's a line drive from Ian Happ. That's going to fall in front of Justin Crawford, and it was a little duck squirt in the center field, and it was off the bat. Yeah, off the end of the bat of Happ. It looked like it was a changeup or something. It looked like it was hit harder off the bat, but clearly not hit as hard as one would think. And we'll get the Cubs their second hit of the game now. Here's Carson Kelly playing first base for the first time this season. This is low for ball one. Of course, Bryce Harper playing first base for the Phillies. Used to be a right fielder. 1-0. Just off the plate 2-0. That third team for Adolis Garcia was actually the St. Louis Cardinals. He actually was drafted by St. Louis, or signed as an international free agent from St. Louis, and he played a little bit there in 2018. Then he went to Texas. Here's a 2-0. That's an innings for a strike, 2-1. A 9-pitch first for his side. The one home run has broken the tie already. Decent sized lead there for Happ at first base. 2-1 is off to play with a changeup. It's 3-1 now. So Sanchez does not get a lot of home runs. Cubs will have to try and attack him for base hits. There's a huge hole in the right side. 3-1, low and in, ball 4, 5-pitch walk, and the first two Cubs hitters have reached here in the second inning. And Ian Happ single and a Carson Kelly walk, and here's Dansby Swanson hitting 163 on the season. 2 home runs, 7 RBIs. Hit that 2-run home run in Cleveland. I believe that was game 2 of the doubleheader. So he pitched number 20 for Sanchez. Curveball, top of the zone, that's a strike on 1. So both teams 7 and 8. One team's going to get to 500. Here's the 0-1. Nice change of swing at the miss. 0-2 now on Swanson. The MLB Major League average comparison between last year and this year. Average is down by a 100th of a point. On-base percentage is up. Slugging is down. Walks are up. That's on the way. And strikeout percentage is up. It's 1-2 now on Swanson. But, I mean, we're also that was also a full season average. And we still have a long way to go on the season. That's slow on the way. 2-2 now. 146 games to play after today. 2-2 on Swanson. Homered yesterday in Pittsburgh, the 2-2. In Chicago. It's off the plate. It's full now. So Sanchez is running into a bit of trouble here. Getting up to single. He's walked 1, and he's in danger of walking back-to-back hitters after getting Swanson to a 2-strike count early. And Swanson will take his timeout. So we'll see what Sanchez comes back with here. That changeup has kind of missed away the righties, which is kind of where you want to locate it, but see what he goes with here. The 3-2. Goes with the sinker, pop fly right side, out of play. That was right down the middle. Dansby will want that one back. But Cubs are making Sanchez work. He's up to 25 pitches now. No outs here in this second inning. Again, 2 hits for the Cubs on Sanchez, one in each inning. Here's the 3-2. Inside corner, called strike 3. Perfect slider. That's out number 1. Now they give Sanchez another strikeout, his second of the game. 87 miles per hour on the inner third. Getting Swanson looking. Here's Miguel Amaya. 238 through 238 start to the season in 10 games. When he was hitting 444 in the Cleveland series. That's off the plate, 1-0. He's 3 for 6 in games we broadcast. It's a wonderful night in Philly. Mid-70s. Nice little breeze out towards right center. Here's the 1-0. Let's fly to right field out of play. 1-1. Also a beautiful day back in Chicago. Upper 70s. Did rain a bit in the southeast suburbs of Chicago and northwest Indiana. Here's the 1-1. That's all JT thought about a back pick on Kelly, but no throw. It's 2-1 on Amaya. Again, even if the Cubs don't score here, it's good to make him work and throw a lot of pitches. Try and get to that Philly bullpen early. 2-1. Line drive. Over the leaping head of Turner. Happ had to hold to make sure it got past Turner, so Cubs will play station to station, but the bases are jacked now for PCA. 98 miles per hour, third hit of the game for the Cubs offense. And 7 hitters. That was a slider or a curveball, one of the two. Don't believe he has a curveball in his arsenal. And Ian Happ, he had the hold. Actually started going back to second, make sure it got through. First pitch to PCA, swings through a sinker for strike 1. Love to see Pete stay a little patient here. Maybe try and go towards left center field if he gets a pitch to hit here and drive in a couple. 1 to Pete. He chases a sinker low in. It's 0-2 now. Lefties are very tough to hit. Have a very tough time hitting against Christopher Sanchez. 188 since the start of last season. Both OBP and slugging percentage half worse than against righties. The 0-2 swings through it. That's out number 2. I think Sanchez his third strikeout in 8 hitters. So he's going to have 3 hits and 8 hitters and 3 strikeouts. And he's gotten 3 strikeouts and 8 hitters. Now we got Matt Shaw. Cubs trying to avoid stranded, the bases loaded. 3 hits that we broadcast on the air. One of those being a home run, that tomahawk home run in Cleveland. First pitch to him, chops that sinker foul. See a bit of a different approach here. Maybe a lack of veteran awareness per se. Both Shaw and PCA is still newer to the game compared to Ian Happ or Dansby Swanson or Carson Kelly. As Shaw swings for a changeup well low and away 0-2. Both trying to attack early, whereas Happ and Kelly stayed patient for their pitch. Sanchez trying to get through the 2-out, bases loaded jam. The 0-2. Ground ball hit towards first. Harper picks it up, makes the play, steps on the bag. Cubs stranded, bases loaded. They don't score. To the bottom of the second we go in Philly. Score 1-0 Phillies on Shy Sports Live. Welcome back here to Shy Sports Live. Cubs against the Phillies. Cubs down by a run and stranded the bases loaded with here is the first pitch to Brandon Marsh. That is a strike on the outer third. So 1 out. It's fouled away. 0-2 now on Marsh. It's in the dirt. 1-2 now. One, two, just inside. 2-2 now. Two. That's shot foul. Two to Marsh. Ground ball hit hard past the diving glove of Horner, and that'll be a base hit. Shaw slipped a little bit. He's okay. That's a base hit, though. Look at the Phillies, their third hit of the game. He's out, boom. This is inside 1-0.
Phillies have had a lot of success in recent years. They basically keep running back the same group. I mean, these guys have been here a good while now.
Misses inside.
Turner, Harper, Marsh, Bohm, Stott, Real Muto.
2-0 now on Bohm. Here's the 2-0 from Hassan. Right there, first strike, 2-1 now. 18 pitches for Assad, threw 9 in the first inning. Got 3 quick outs. He's already thrown 9 in this half inning, and he has not registered it out, and he's given up a hit. 2-1, swing and a miss, 2-2 now on Bohm. So his average velocity of his sinker every year has gone up by about a mile per hour. Went up 0.8 from 2024 to 2025, nearly picks off Marsh. Marsh gets back in time. From last year to this year, it's gone up from 92.2 to 93.2. And that was a late jump back from Marsh, but he got back in time. 2 balls, 2 strikes on Bohm. The pitch. Curveball tap at his zone. Good pitch. Bohm goes down looking. That's out number 1. Now they give Assad his second strikeout. 3 strikeouts for Sanchez. 2 for Assad. Excellent pitch there. I mean, Bryson Stott with his amazing walk-up song. Of course, when the Phillies played the Marlins in the playoffs a few years ago. When he hit the grand slam, that walk-up song was amazing. There's a strike by Assad. 94. Hitting 196 on the year. No home runs, 2 RBIs. Played in 13 of the Phillies' 15 games so far. 1 on the outer third. That's a strike, 0-2 now. Stott will take his time out.
And I think it's the one we see a lot, that backdoor, the unintentional backdoors, or I guess you'd say front door slider, where it doesn't, quote unquote, take the break. It's 0-2.
0-2, that's up and away. 1-2 now on Stott.
How far back in time can we go, catfish hunter? I'm rolling back the clock pretty good on the folks who have. He's a Hall of Famer.
Another pickoff attempt to first. Marsh gets back in time.
One of the first free agents.
Seattle beat Houston today 6-2 in Seattle. It was an early game for the Mariners. 1-2. High fly ball hit towards left center field. He stays under it, and he will make the catch for the second out. So 2 gone here at the bottom of the second inning. That's going to bring up the 8-hole hitter, JT Realmuto. Catch Cubs Baseball live on MarqueeSportsNetwork.com. Download, subscribe, and watch. Or scan the QR code now on Marquee Sports Network Live. And you call home for Cubs Baseball, Marquee Sports Network. You can also listen to Cubs Baseball here on Tri Sports Live. We don't broadcast every game, but we try to broadcast as much as possible. Here Muto looks at a sinker down for ball 1. JT 212 average, 350 OBP, 364 slugging, 1 home run, and the 1 RBI with that home run. Here's pitch number 26 for no throw to first. Marsh back in time. So 25 pitches in his outing so far. 18 strikes, 7 balls. A lot of East Coast games getting underway right now. 1-0. Runner goes, pitches a strike. Throw to second is late. Brandon Marsh steals second base, and that is a insurance run of 180 feet away from scoring. Excellent jump there from Marsh. It has really good top end speed. That wasn't even close. Also doesn't help that the throw from Kelly was a little high, but honestly, I don't think even if the throw was perfect, Marsh would have been out. He would have been safe, most likely. Marsh played with Los Angeles for the Angels before coming here. Realmuto flares this on the right. Shaw coming in, charging really hard. It's going to fall in front of him. And coming on to score is Brandon Marsh. Realmuto holds that first little pop fly single in front of Matt Shaw, and the Phillies have doubled their lead to 2-0. 69.5 miles per hour exit velocity. I don't know if Matt lost it on the lights or what happened. Nico, he had no chance, and Shaw, I thought he had a chance, but he put his glove up, so I don't know if he lost it in the lights, but regardless, Phillies get another run. Justin Crawford, Singer catches in there at third for a strike. Crawford, a youngster, took over in center field for Brandon Marsh. 341 average to start the year. No home runs, 1 RBI. Does not hit the ball hard. Not a power hitter. Swings through the high slider for a strike 0-2. Both teams with 3 hits. Only difference is the Phillies have 2 runs. Crawford, the son of former Major League outfielder Carl Crawford. Just like I remember Carl Crawford a lot. Sinker misses high, 1-2. Cubs will have their top of the order coming up to start the third. So 9-hole hitter for the Phillies. 1-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Crawford goes on and strikes. There's strikeout for Assad, but another run added on to the total, and another couple hits. To the third we go. 2-0 Phillies on Tri Sports Live. Welcome back to the Shine Sports Live. Top of the third, about ready to get underway. Cubs trail the Phillies 2-0 here in the top of the third. Couple hits for the Phillies in the second inning. Giving them the 2-0 lead. First pitch from Sanchez. Warner grounds this one just foul. First run for the Phillies is a home run from Kyle Schwarber in the bottom of the first. And then a little duck blooper single to right center field, dropped in front of Matt Shaw. Again, I don't know if he lost on the lights or what happened, but it fell in front of him, and Brandon Marshall led off the inning with a single and stole a base, scored right after that. Here's the 0-1. Inside, it's 1-1 now, Horner. That was an RBI from JT Real Muto. On the strike on Horner. Sanchez up to 38 pitches now in this outing. Pops this one up right side. That's going to go out of play. 1-2 now on Nico. 6 strikeouts for both pitchers combined now through the first 2 innings. Sanchez with 3 and Assad with 3. Sanchez does have a walk. Assad does not. Here's the 1-2. A little weak ground ball past Sanchez. Turner charging, fires the first. Nice play. And Trey Turner retires. Warner for the first outs. I'll ring up Alex Bregman. 1 for 1 today. Single to center. His last at bat. And our last Cubs broadcast was that double header on Easter Sunday 2 weeks ago. Something away from ball one. Or not 2 weeks ago, but a week from 8 days ago. That was our last Cubs broadcast. A doubleheader. Kate Horton started the first game, and he got injured, and unfortunately, we didn't find the news out on what happened on air, but we, of course, if you follow Cubs news, you know he's out for the year now, getting arm surgery. Same surgery that Justin Steele had, I believe. Steele's likely going to return. Here's the 2-0. It's off to play 3-0. Sometime later in May, or Cubs might just wait to debut him back up in the major leagues until June. So, Seiya Suzuki on deck to 3-0. This is the bottom of the zone for a strike, 3-1 now. Our umpires for today's game: home plate umpire Nate Tomlinson, Mark Wegner at first, Bruce Dreckman at second, and Carlos Torres at third. Here's a 3-1. This is low. That's ball 4. Second walk Sanchez is issued today. Second time Bregman has reached base, and up Suzuki, who grounded into a double play to end the first. He could do that again. Hopefully not, but it could happen again. He's now 2 for 11 on the season. 0 for 1 in games we broadcasted. Again, Cubs down 2-0. They've seemed like they've had a lot of deficits to start the season. First pitch. Pitch is inside corner for a strike, 0-1. See if we can get a pitch here to drive and maybe even this game up. Get this game close to evened up. Here's the 0-1. Nice changeup by Sanchez, but Suzuki does not offer. It's 1-1 now. Again, Sanchez finished second in the Cy Young voting last year. This is the 1-1. Rambo hit weakly towards short. Turner again to second to turn, and a late throw that time. But another ground out for Suzuki, and a fielder's choice. So 2 gone. I'm going to bring up Ian Happ. Luckily, that first tap was a little elevated off the dirt, which allowed Suzuki to get a little bit extra steps while the ball was still in the air heading towards Turner at short. So here's Ian Happ. He's single to center in his first at bat. Little duck squirt off the end of the bat. Look at the changeup at the knees for a strike on one.
On their video board move, did they identify the pitch anywhere? So they have it out in right center field on the low board.
Is the 0-1. Nice change of swing and a miss on 2 now. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, top of the third. Cubs have another runner on, but potentially failing to score once again. They've already stranded 3 runners today.
Pretty good earlier.
0-2. 0-1, 1-2. Those 3 runners are stranded at the top of the second. Bases loaded with 1 out, and both PCA and Matt Shaw went down on strikes. Ball 2 strikes on Happ. The pitch. Again, low and away. 2-2 now. Nice changeup from Sanchez, but Happ does not offer. Has a good eye. See if he can get a home run here. Get his 5th home run of the year.
And one thing he'd like to continue to see adjusted is that strikeout rate.
2-2. Check swing. Thomason rings him up for the 3rd out. 4 strikeout for Sanchez. To the bottom of the 3rd we go. Cubs strand 1. They don't score. 2-0 Phillies on Shy Sports Live. Welcome back here to Shine Sports Live. Catch the Cubs versus the Mets, April 17th through the 19th. That is the series after this 3-game set back in Chicago. Go to CubsTickets.com to learn more. Turner high, fly ball deep to left field. If it's fair, it's gone. And it's foul. I don't know, from the angle it looked fair. Carlos Torres, a third base umpire, on the call. The angle looked like it was a home run, but maybe a crew chief review. See if it crossed in front of or behind the foul pole. Crossed in front of, so that is going to be a foul ball. Yeah, you can see the foul ball on the replay. You can see the ball on the replay crossing in front of the foul pole, which is a general telltale sign that it is a foul ball. So it is a crew chief review, but I believe this is going to stand as call. Wagner and the crew chief. Tomlinson, the home plate umpire, standing right next to him. Again, I believe this is going to be a foul ball. Carlos Torres also with Mark Wagner right now. And based off the angle, it looks like that is going to be a foul ball. And it looks like Wagner does say it's a foul ball. So here's the call. But they confirm it. So it is a foul ball. So it's an 0-1 count on the side. Nearly delivered his second home run ball of the game. Here is the 0-1 to Turner. That's so for ball one. Turner, a lot of motion in his hands when he gets in his batting stance. Line drive through the right side hole. That's the fourth hit of the game now for Philly. It's a base hit. First hit of the game for Turner. Now bring up Kyle Schwarber. 1-for-1 today with that solo home run. And now for Javier Assad, he has to deal with 99 speed over there on first base. So this is a big opportunity here for the Phillies to get more runs. And for Assad, you got to have slice ups. Does not go to slices there. Schwarber hits this one deep to right field. And that is his second home run of the game. And it is a 4-0 lead for the Philadelphia Phillies. 6th of the year for Schwarber. 3 RBIs in the game now, and just not what you want to do against Kyle Schwarber. 101.4 miles per hour off the bat. That was a no-doubter fastball in third. And he crushed it 417 feet. The fastball was a sinker right down the middle, basically. Absolutely crushed it towards right center. Almost made it to the bullpen. That was an absolute no-doubter. And the Schwarber getting his 6th of the year. Here's Bryce Harper 0-for-1 on the day with a fly out to right. That's Shaw. It's off to play for a ball 1-0. So, not what Javier wanted in his second start back up in the big leagues. It's 2 straight low to Harper. It's 2-0 now. It's a good thing. Well, really doesn't matter anymore with Trey Turner's hit because it was a 2-run home run. Here's a 2-0 to Harper. He chops this one foul, 2-1. Two balls and a strike. The pitch. Nice changeup from his side. Swing and a miss, 2-2. Similar action on that changeup compared to his sinker, except it's 7-8 miles per hour slower compared to the sinker. Has a bit of a bigger drop. The 2-2. Was it a curveball in the dirt? No offer. Full count now on Harper. But if you can use that changeup a lot more with a sinker interchangeably, could get a lot more swings and misses. 3 balls, 2 strikes, no outs, bound to the third. 2 runs an inning for Philly. Harper grounds this one to Horner. Bobbles it, still has time, fires the first for the first out. Final hop, Nico took a higher hop on him than he expected. Luckily, he got down and squared up with it. It just popped right back down right in front of him. Did not get away from it at all. You know when you're doing it right, fundamentally, when that happens. Biggest thing is just keep it in front of you. Here's Adolis Garcia. Struck out on his last bat swinging. Assad misses inside with a sinker for strike one. Or for ball one, sorry. But the Phillies have scored a run in every single inning now. First 3. Solo shot for Schwarber in the first. RBI bloop single for Realmuto in the second, and a 2-run home run from Schwarber here in the third. That's 5 hits as well for Philly. Sia pops this one up right side. Shaw coming in will make the catch in right field for the second out. Two outs, that'll bring up Brandon Marsh. 1-for-1, hard ground ball single past the diving Nico Horner in his last at bat. And the bat was in the bottom of the second inning, so Philly's starting to get a lot more bats in the game now. Their 14th at bat of the game, first pitch to to Marsh. Oh, that was a dangerous pitch. I don't know if that was a cutter or a slider that really did not break at all. It's right down the middle, and Marsh just missed it. It's 0-1. It's fouled out on the first base line, 0-2 now. Basically the same exact pitch. I wonder if that's a cutter for Assad. It has like a tight 2 or 3 inch break towards Marsh. 0-2. Whoa, I don't know what the heck happened with that pitch. That one well over the head of Brandon Marsh to the back, to the screen of the dugout. It must have slipped. Take a look at the replay here. Yeah, that just slipped. Thank goodness it's not an injury pitch. 1-2. Curveball line but foul. Yankees on top of the Angels, 2-0. They just got on the way over on the East Coast, or here on the East Coast. I believe Aaron Judge had a home run. Just a touch inside, 2-2 now on Marsh. Is what's new. Trying to go for his third MVP in a back-to-back MVP as well at that. 2-2 to Marsh. It's in the dirt, full count now. Actually, I believe he's already gone back-to-back. I believe he's looking for a three-peat in MVP. I'm thinking of Shohei Ohtani. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bottom of the third. Phillies on top of the Cubs, 4-0. 3-2. Round ball pulled foul. We'll do it again. Side already up to 51 pitches now through 2 2/3. He's going to have to get some quicker at bats here. 3-2. Just inside. Kelly's going to challenge. Might lose this one. Sorry, Maya's going to challenge. Cubs are going to challenge. I think it's going to miss just inside. Yeah, just inside. Very close. How far did it miss? 1/10 of an inch. So it's a ball. Cubs will have one more challenge left on ABS. More importantly, Assad issues on his first walk of the game and will continue his third inning. So he had a 9-pitch first inning, and ever since he's had to do a lot of work. Line drive, Bohm over the left, ahead of Swanson in the left center field. Marsh taking a turn in towards third, and Bohm holds at first. After the 2-out walk, there's a 2-out single, and runners on the corners now with 2 outs. That was a slider at the knees, and Bohm just smokes it in the left center field. No chance, and a good play here from PCA just to take the throw to second base. And Tommy Ottavy is going to come out to talk with Javier Assad. 6 hits now for the Phillies in this game. 3 hits in the inning and a walk. And for Assad, he's probably just going to try and look to get through this rest of the third inning unscathed after the home run. Otherwise, this is going to get a little dangerous here. Facing a Cy Young candidate on the mound, it's not going to be easy here to come back. So you gotta get these outs. Here's Stott, 0 for 1 today. Flew out the PCA in his last at bat. Looks like a cutter at the knees for a strike, 0-1. So 54 pitches for Assad through 2 2/3. 4 runs given up so far. 0-1. Off the end of the bat, hit towards third. Bregman fires the first just in time to get the third out. Good play there from Bregman. But another 2 runs come to score. The 2-run shot for Kyle Schwarber. His second home run of the game has doubled the Phillies' lead. The 4-0. We'll be back at this on Shy Sports Live. Welcome back here to the top of the 4th inning on Shy Sports Live. Phillies lead the Cubs 4-0 here. Kelly walked in his last plate appearance. Carson Kelly leading it off for the Cubs here in the 4th. Cubs have already stranded 4 runners today. First pitch from Sanchez to Kelly is a strike, 0-1. Kelly playing first base today. First career start over there at first base. I know Matt Shaw played first base in Pittsburgh, in the Pittsburgh series. Here's the 0-1. Ground ball hit up the middle, past the glove of Sanchez and Stott. Cubs will get their 4th hit of the game. This is courtesy of a Carson Kelly single. Can the Cubs do something with these hits? Get a runner on every single inning. Unable to score, though. Here's Swanson, 0 for 1 today. Struck out looking in his last at-bat. Cubs need to get a run here in this inning. So enter 3rd strike to Swanson. More importantly, I need to get a lot more pitches on Sanchez's pitch count. Did a good job in the 2nd and 3rd inning to get his pitch count this high, but they got to continue to do work. Here's the 0-1. Inside 2-1 or 1-1 now. 57 pitches for Sanchez. On the strikeouts today for both teams. Sanchez has 4. Assad has 3. 7 combined strikeouts between the 2 pitchers. Of course, for the Cubs, you'd like that number to go down to 1-1. Line drive, right field, hit pretty well. That ball is going to go. Dansby Swanson, a 2-run shot. That's exactly what the Cubs need. And a guy who really does not give up home runs has given up One tonight, the third home run of the game of the season for Dansby Swanson, 97.5 miles per hour in exit velo, and a projected distance of 359 feet. And the Cubs have cut that deficit in half. It's now 4-2. That was a sinker right down the middle. Dansby just goes opposite field with it, and he hits a home run. And it's rare to see a home run hit off of Christopher Sanchez, and it works. Here's a Maya, and there's a strike. Maya singled to left center in his last at bat. It's kind of like a high fly ball home run in the right field. It bounced into the standing room seats there in right field. That's fouled off 0-2 now on the Maya. It's exactly what the Cubs need. It's now 5 hits for the Cubs, 2 off of Sanchez. Snap had his best stuff tonight. The reigning Cy Young winner, the 0-2. Swing and a miss, good changeup off the plate, out number 1. 5 strikeouts now for Sanchez. Only the Cubs would have been able to capitalize on that bases loaded situation in the second. So here's PCA. He was struck out on his last at bat. First pitch from Sanchez. At the knees, that's a strike on 1. You know, if he strikes out but has a long at bat, I'm okay with that, and that's back-to-back pitches on the corner, on the outside corner for strikes. 0-2 now on Pete. Both were perfectly located from Sanchez. 0-2 to PCA. Well, good morning, good afternoon, and good night for back-to-back at-bats for PCA. He's seen 6 pitches, 6 strikes, 5 sinkers, and 1 changeup now. That's 6 strikeouts for Sanchez here in this outing. I'll bring in Matt Shaw, who also struck out, or he grounded out on his last at bat. Sorry to Matt. Got that wrong. Did not strike out on his first at bat. First pitch, though, from Sanchez. Change of swing and a miss on 1. Really would love to see both Matt and PCA take more pitches. Of course, Pete took 2 in that last at bat. Both were excellently placed. Here's the 0-1. Off to play with a curve. 1-1 now. Shaw, we'd love to see Shire reach. Give the top of the order a chance to hit with runners on. Here's the 1-1. Denise at the strike 1-2 now to Shaw. Another good sinker at the knees from Sanchez. Here's the 1-2. Waves and misses at a changeup for strike 3. Cubs get 2 on the 2-run shot from Swanson, but they still trail by 2. It's 4-2. Phillies to the bottom of the 4th to go on Shy Sports Live. Welcome back here to the bottom of the fourth inning in Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Cubs trail the Phillies 4-2 here in the bottom of the fourth inning. Two home runs for Kyle Schwarber contributed to 3 of the 4 Phillies runs. GT Real Muto's leading off this bottom half of the fourth inning has contributed to that fourth Phillies run. A little pop fly blooper single in his last at bat. Driving in his second run of the season, that was Brandon Marshy drove in. It's 2-0 now. Andrew Swanson, 2-run home run in the top half of this fourth inning, cut that deficit in half. And more importantly, someone hit a home run for Christopher Sanchez. For his side, already up to 57 pitches. You'd like to see him get through this fourth inning at or just below 70 pitches, but he's gone 3 straight out of the zone to JT Realmuto to start. Not what you want to see. Pittsburgh on top of Washington 5-1. They're in the top of the fourth. Pittsburgh took 2 of 3 against Chicago, and looks like they're going to continue their winning ways in this early half of the season. There's a strike to Realmuto, 3-1. They're in the top of the fourth in that game in Pittsburgh. Another East Coast game. Not really in the East Coast, but eastern half of the U.S. 3-1. Chopper hit. Weekly aside, grabs it, turns, flips over the first, and that is out number 1. So, one gone. Under of Justin Crawford, 0 for 1 today. Struck out swinging in his last at bat. You'll just see aside, like I said, probably get through this half inning, at or just below 70 pitches. It's doable now that he's gone 1 out and he's up to 60 pitches even. Here's the first pitch to Crawford. Check swing, appeal to third. No swing, says Carlos Torres. It's 1-0. I believe he did not go, and it looks like he did not go on the replay. Here's the 1-0. He swings at that one, though. It's 1-1. Minnesota on top of Boston, 1-0. They're in the bottom of the first inning. I know Minnesota's had some weather around that area. A couple tornado warnings just south of the ballpark. The 1-1. It's fouled back to the screen, 1-2 now. Torres, a veteran, has not always been the best umpire behind the plate, but you got to be good enough to be a veteran at this point in your career, and he's been pretty good. The 1-2, Crawford chops this one towards Horner. Charges, fires the first, and that is out number 2. So 2 gone. Then I got Trey Turner, 1 for 2 today. He's grounded out and single to right in his last at bat. And 4-2 Phillies here in the bottom half of the fourth inning. Cubs trail by 2 runs. It's off the plate, 1-0. Cubs stranded the bases loaded in the second. They stranded another runner in the third. They've stranded 4 runners overall. 1-0, high fly ball, left field. Happ will come in and make the catch for the third out. That was a quick half inning there for Javier's side. The Phillies go down in order 1, 2, 3, and that was a pretty good, efficient inning. It only took 11 pitches for his side. To the fifth we go. 4-2 Phillies on Tri Sports Live. Welcome back into Shy Sports Live. Catch the Cubs versus the Mets April 18th. Get a Ron Santo bobblehead up to the first 10,000 fans presented by Drew Osco. Go to Cubs.com/tickets to learn more. Cubs trail the Phillies 4-2. We're in the top half of the fifth inning. First pitch from Sanchez to Horner is a changeup right down the middle for strike one. Phillies last inning was the first inning offensively. The Phillies did not score a run, and it was a 1-2-3 inning for Assad on 10 pitches. So, get a quick, efficient fourth. I imagine Craig Council's going to let him get the fifth. Here's the 0-1. It's like corner out to strike. 0-2 down, Nico. 70 pitches for Sanchez here in the top half of the fifth inning. Another good pitch there on the corner. He's not a reigning Cy Young candidate for nothing. And swinging a miss, strike three. Nice chance from Nico. There's a word with Tomlinson. Probably asking where that second strike pitch was. That'll be 8 strikeouts now for Christopher Sanchez. Here's Bregman 1 for 1 today. Singled and walked. Put here. Reach base in both plate appearances. There's a called strike. Sanchez a 3-pitch mix guy. Sinker, slider, changeup. Those all 3 pitches locates them very well. The 0-1. On away, 1-1. Sanchez on the season a 2.18 ERA now. 143 strikeouts on a changeup last season, or since the start of 2025. Leads the majors in strikeouts on a single pitch. Round ball hit towards short. Off the glove of Turner, and that is going to be a rare error for Trey Turner. I tried to backhand it, and it did not work out. So, Alex Bregman has reached base all 3 times today, a single walk in there, and Turner. I mean, he had to play that on the backhander based off of where that was hit, but usually he makes that play. Sunderland, the tying run is up to the plate now for the Cubs. It says Suzuki 0 for 2 today. Fouls that one off the right side, out of play. Grounded out to Turner twice, once a double play and once a fielder's choice, and almost turned into a double play. So this is the 3rd straight at bat he's been in this situation where there's been a runner on first with 1 out. That's on the way. It's 1-1 now. Can this result change? Can he get a base hit? Can he walk? Maybe even tie it up on a home run? Just a 1-1. Just have to play with a changeup 2-1 now. 77 pitches now for Sanchez. You gotta imagine Rob Thompson is going to pull the hook maybe after this inning. 2-1. So it's 3-1. Sanchez, I mean, it's really tough to call him the third best pitcher in this rotation, but when you have Zach Wheeler and Aaron Nola, it really makes this rotation really difficult to label an exact ace. Here's the 3-1. Suzuki chops that one foul, 3-2 now. I mean, you take a couple of years ago, it's likely Aaron Nola, then Zach Wheeler, but now it's likely Zach Wheeler. And you can interchange Aaron Nola and Christopher Sanchez, but now since Sanchez finished second in Cy Young voting last year, maybe he can be considered an ace. Here's a 3-2. Low and in, ball 4, so Suzuki walks. Last 2 hitters for the Cubs have reached base on an error on the walk. Now for Sanchez, that is his 3rd walk he's issued today. Coming up, Ian Happ, singled and struck out. Of course, there's obviously still that double play risk with the sinker. So
Oh, he's waiting for the back boy to go get the equipment.
here's the first pitch. Slow for ball one.
Sanchez, it is mainly sinker changeup and the occasional slider.
1-0. Ooh. This one Ian probably should have tapped the helmet on. It's a strike. It's 1-1 now.
Probably thought about a challenge here, opted not to. I mean, look how that's so borderline. But this is a game state right here.
Here's the 1-1. Chopper hit towards Turner. Flips a second to Stato. Slow. The transition is slow, but Ian Happ still gets thrown out at first. Another 6-4-3 double play. At the bottom half of the fifth, we go halfway home. Cubs strand another runner. They trail 4-2 on Shy Sports Live. Bottom of the fifth here in Philly. Cubs trail the Phillies 4-2. As here steps up the man who's gone deep twice today, Kyle Schwarber. A solo shot and a 2-run shot. Faces Javier Assad for the third time today. Looks at a Carter missing in for ball one. 6 home runs and 12 RBIs now for the Cubs or for the Phillies this season. It's 2-0 now. I mean, if you're Assad, you really just want to keep these pitches either well off the plate outside or inside. That misses his 3-0 now. Could just walk him too. I mean, he doesn't have a lot of speed. He really won't kill you on the base paths. Here's a 3-0. That's 4 straight out of his zone, and he walks. The only thing is that Harper is behind him. He can connect into one just as much as Schwarber can. Rice is flown out the right and grounded out to Horner in his first 2 at-bats today. A chance here to do something special at a home run. Cubs can obviously try and limit that. Line drive, past the diving glove of Bregman, and the first 2 have reached for Philly in this inning. Walking a line drive single, and that'll bring up Adolis Garcia with nobody out and runners on first and second. 95 off the bat, and a line drive past Alex Bregman, who dove. Garcia's struck out and flown out today, and for Craig, you gotta got to consider getting that bullpen up and loose and maybe giving the bullpen a shot. 7th hit given up by Assad tonight. That's off the plate for a ball, 1-0. 4-0 Yankees on top of the Angels. They're at the top of the third. Jose Caballero shooting 2 on a home run. I believe Aaron Judge hit a solo home run. Can't confirm that though. The 1-0. Shot foul, 1-1. Miami on top of Atlanta, 2-0 there in the 4th inning there at Truist Park. Aldo Lopez has an RBI. And time is going to be called from Garcia. Minnesota on top of Boston, 4-0. Boston, a really slow start to the year. Not having a good start. The 1-1. Garcia's this one hard pass past Swanson. Philly's going to play station to station. Bases are juiced with nobody out here in the 5th. I'm bringing Brandon Marsh 1-for-1 today. A single and a walk. What do you do now here if you're the Cubs? Gotta imagine they're going to go to a lefty in the bullpen if they were to take out Assad. A leadoff walk and back-to-back singles to left field have really turned the hand as Hadavi is going to be the one to come out to talk to Assad. He's run 74 pitches. Finished the 4th with 65, so again, he's only thrown 9 pitches in this inning, but he's given up 3 more hits, or 2 hits and a walk. So 8 hits for the Phillies. Yeah. Nobody warming up in that Cubs bullpen right now. Interesting. Now it looks like Jacob Webb is starting to get loose. I think it's a little too late, though, to just start to get him up. Marsh, line drive, left center field. This is going to go into the gap and go all the way to the wall. At least 2 runs will score. PCA gets to throw in quickly. And the Cubs do add on 2 more runs, and it is 6. Or the Phillies add on 2 more runs, and it is 6-2 Philly. And Garcia moves to 3rd, and it's 6-2 now. Cutter basically out of 3rd. Marsh slides us to left center. Gets the job done for Philly, and there's still nobody out here in this half inning. Boom, smokes us to center field. Is going to get, oh no, it's going to be caught by PCA. Philly's going to add another run on the tag up for Garcia. That was almost a home run. It's 7-2 Philly. There's only 1 out in the half inning. All runs are earned for Assad. Here's Bryson Stott, 0-for-2. He's flying on the ground out today. Excellent choice for Counsell to not get anyone up in the bullpen. Stott fouls one off, especially with the guy who pitches the contact. You had an opportunity to go to a lefty like Milner or someone. Jacob Webb is in the warming up in the bullpen. And Stott smokes this one to center. PCA will let it fall. Coming home, the score is Brandon Marsh. Throw to second, and Stott takes second on the throw. It's 8-2 Philly. And another run. So that's a single and a advanced base. Marsh had to hold just in case it was going to get caught. Really good speed, and Amaya, smart decision to throw to second. But if you're PCA, you probably need to hit the cutoff man there to avoid the extra base for stop because you still can't get a double play traditionally. There's still a chance for the Phillies to get a ninth run on the side, too, if Real Muto can connect here. It's on the corner for a strike on one. They really should not have. They're giving up the back-to-back hits. That's when he should have been pulled. That's on Counsell for not getting one up loose in that bullpen. Or at least getting people started to get loose. This is just high. It's 1-1 now. 80 pitches now for Assad, but 8 runs. Potential 9th run on second. He's only retired 1 here in the 5th. 1-1 all the way, 2-1 now.
Traditionally, historically, didn't feel like a strike, but we're finding out that it's gets to the top of the zone.
2-1 line drive past Swanson, and Stott was going on contact, so he's going to score easily. And it's 9-2 Philly. There's an excellent read from Bryson Stott, scoring on. It's now a 5-run 5th for Philly. And out comes Craig Counsell to get Javier Assad. Really, that's on Craig Counsell for not going to the bullpen earlier. Cubs are down 7. And that's been an implosion. Javier Assad will depart Louis. Phillies on top 9-2. We're back on Shy Sports Live. Welcome back here to the bottom of the 5th inning in Philly. It's a 5-run 5th for Philly. They've extended their lead from 4-2 to 9-2. Jacob Webb will come in to make his 7th appearance out of the bullpen. And we'll get you the final line tally here after the first pitch draw from Jacob Webb. It's not technically official. So we have a 4.76 ERA coming into this game, trying to have a scoreless appearance. There was a first pitch change up low for ball 1. Assad 4 1/3 through 82 pitches, 52 strikes. Gave up 11 hits, 9 runs, all 9 were earned. Walked 2, struck out 3. But their runner on first, JT Real Muto. So Crawford pops this one up to the left side, but out of play. Real Muto's run is inherited by Webb's, meaning Assad could get a 10th earned run added to his total if the Phillies were to score another run here in this inning. But it's been a big implosion for the Cubs. Here's a 1-1, and so it's 2-1. Got to imagine this is going to be a Ben Brown type of game as well. Really, when Assad walked Schwarber on 4 pitches, it's when if you're great counsel, you should have been like, okay, let's start to get someone loose. Crawford smokes that one foul. Particularly a lefty, because there's a bunch of lefties in this Phillies lineup. I mean, if we count them up, Schwarber, Harper's 2, Marsh, Stott, and Crawford, another 3. That's 5 lefties in this lineup, but if you put a guy like Hobie Milner into the game as Crawford strikes out swinging for the second out, you could end this inning without giving up, maybe even getting up only just 1 run. But he kept Assad in the face 4 straight righties, and all 4 righties and a couple lefties, everyone did damage against him. Turner looks at a first pitch slider at the knees for a strike, 0-1. And if he reaches, Phillies would have batted around. Turner singled and scored a run today in his 3 appearances. Small off the plate for a ball, 1-1. He's ground out and flown out in his other 2 at-bats today. Yeah, 11 hits for the Phillies in this game today, and we're only in the 5th. Turner pops this one up towards the right side. Shaw is charging. He's going to have a tough play. It is Shaw making the catch for the 3rd out. He nearly collides with Horner, but he makes it for the 3rd out. Well, to the 6th, and Philly, a 5-run 5th has blown it open. 9-2 Phillies. We'll be back into this on Shy Sports Live. Welcome back here to the top half of the 6th inning. Cubs will have Carson Kelly, Dansby Swanson, and Miguel Amaya scheduled due up, who find themselves now down by 7 as Kelly 1 for 1 today. He's walked. He singled. He scored a run. He's hitting .325 to start the year now. Unfortunately, though, for the Cubs, they find themselves down big, needing a rally in their last 12 outs. This is inside Kelly to start the at-bat. Christopher Sanchez back on the mound for the 6th inning. His out distribution, 8 strikeouts, 7 groundouts, no flyouts. Here's the 1-0. Swinging to miss 1-1. Only ball put in play in the air was a 2-run home run from Dansby Swanson in the 4th. A lot of groundouts shows you how good he is at inducing weak outs on the ground. It's 2-1 now to Kelly. Gotta imagine Rob Thompson was going to pull Sanchez if he feels like he might run into any trouble here. Again, Craig Counsell, in my opinion, made a mistake in the bottom of the fifth. The 2-1. Ground ball hit towards Turner. Fires to first, and that is out number one. Cubs have stranded quite a few runners today, and again, the bases loaded, one out jam that Sanchez was in the second inning where the Cubs, bottom of the order, PCH struck out swinging, and Matt Shaw grounded it weakly to first. First pitch to Swanson. Just off the play for ball one. Here is the 1-1. Or 1-0, sorry. Ground ball right back to Sanchez. Nonchalant. Grabs it, fires the first couple quick outs on the ground for the Phillies. I mean, that was about as nonchalant as Sanchez could be. So here's Miguel Amaya, 1 for 2 today. Single and a strikeout. First pitch. Off the plate, 1-0. Pitch number 91 for Sanchez. Nice swings through a changeup for strike one. And he's going to take his timeout. Does Miguel Amaya. Another disappointing offensive showing so far for the Cubs. Just the 2 runs, only on the home run. From Swanson, the 1-1. Touch inside, 2-1. Two balls and a strike. Inside, it's 3-1 now. Three one, right down the middle, no offer. Full count now on Amaya. Sanchez trying to get through 6, complete. 3-2. Line drive left field. That's going to fall in front of Marsh. Cubs will get their 6th hit of the game, and Amaya will get his 2nd hit of the game. Good piece of hitting. Honoring a piece 0 for 2 today. He struck out swinging twice. It's a good changeup from Sanchez, but Amaya got the bat hit out in front of it and lines it out to left for a base hit. See if P can get something going here. And now we're going to have a mound visit. Real Muto is going to talk with Sanchez. Probably as a stall tactic to just give the bullpen time to warm up just in case PCA reaches. This is the only lefty in the lineup that Sanchez is facing, and even with only one lefty, he's been dominating pretty much. Again, just the 2 runs, 6 base hits, giving up a lot of weak contact, that near 0 launch angles for most of them. I mean, if you were to put like an average launch angle in this ball game surrendered from Sanchez, I guarantee you it'd be like 4 or 5 degrees on average. Round ball, hit up the middle. It's going to be a tough play. Turner, his only play is going to be at first, and he's just out. Cubs might want to take a look at that one. No, they're not going to challenge. So Cubs won't challenge. So 6 complete for Sanchez. Cubs strand another runner. They don't score. To the bottom of the 6th we go. 9-2 Phillies. Welcome back here to the bottom half of the 6th inning. Cubs trail the Marlins, or the Phillies, 9-2. And Charlie Barnes, first pitch of the game out of relief, hits Kyle Schwarber. A little interesting there, especially against the guy who's hit 2 home runs. Did not get a good look at it. Yeah, that's a fastball. That's interesting. Right above the knee. I'll bring up Bryce Harper. Barnes, third appearance out of the bullpen this season. Recent call-up. And he's a bit wild to start his outing up, missed well in front of the plate outside. Barnes is in the Korean League. The Lot Giants, 2022 to 2025. 2.38 ERA in 3 games at the Iowa Cubs this year, the 1-0. It's on the way 2-0. I don't think he would have been the guy to come in to face Phillies hitters in the bottom of the 5th, but we'll have a lefty situation there. That's lowest 3-0 now to Harper, so he's been wild to start. The outing hit Schwarber on the first pitch of the inning and missed badly to Bryce Harper 3 straight pitches. Rio on the corner, that's a strike, 3-1. No one's holding Schwarber to 3-1. Just misses. It's ball 4. The first 2 hitters have reached against Barnes, hit by pitch, and the walk on 5 pitches. That one just did catch the corner on the box, but called a ball, no challenge from Amaya. Cubs only have 1 ABS challenge left. Here's Adolis Garcia. I gotta imagine Craig Counsell was hoping Barnes could have gotten the first two hitters out, but no. Riskier to get more runs, and that's another pitch out of the zone. Barnes, originally a draft pick by Minnesota in 2017. 9 appearances, started 8 times for Minnesota in 2021, and went to Korea for 3 years. And a strike, 1-1. Also spent time in the Reds organization. Making his third appearance for the Cubs. And Garcia's going to call for time. On the strike on Adolis Garcia. It's 4-2 New York. The Angels have gotten two runs, cut that lead in half. Basically identical to this game. 1-1. Looks like Corn has to strike 1 and 2 now. Atlanta's tied Miami, and they're in the 5th. It was 3-0 Miami. Now it is 3-3. One, two, low and in. It's 2-2 now. Cubs have 2 runs, 6 hits, no errors. Phillies have 9 runs, 11 hits, 1 error. Trey Turner error. Minnesota now on top of Boston, 11-0. They're still in the 3rd. Ball smoked on the line. It's fair, and this is going to go into the corner. At least 1 run will score. Harper is going to hold at 3rd. It's 10-2 Phillies. Pounding the baseball and hurting the Cubs. Luis Garcia with a double, 103 off the bat. Driving in the run. 12 hits now for the Phillies. Actually, a break there for the Cubs or for the Phillies. That ball stopped a lot quicker off the wall. Otherwise, there could have been a play at the plate. Here's Brandon Marsh, 2 for 2 today. Swings through the first pitch fastball for strike 1. Marsh singled, he's doubled, he's walked. He's driven in 2, he's scored 2 runs, also stolen a base. He's contending with Kyle Schwarber for player of the game so far. 0-1, slider inside corner for a strike, 0-2. I mean, obviously with the 2 home runs, Schwarber right now has the edge, but and he's also driven in 1 more run, so it's a close battle between the two for player of the game. 0-2. Line drive, caught by Bregman for the first out. Harper gets back inside. It was a weird hit off the bat. Marsh didn't know where it went. And Harper almost got doubled off because he also didn't see it well off the bat either. 1 gone, on the ring up. Alec Bohm, 1 for 2 today. He struck out, singled, and driven in the run on a sac fly. So, first pitch. A dirt good block from Amaya, 1-0. And Shaw leading it off for the Cubs in the 7th, who now find themselves down to their final 9 outs in the ball game tonight. Would imagine that would be against a relief pitcher. It's a strike at the knees to Bohm, 1-1. I don't think Rob Thompson is going to send out Christopher Sanchez mid-90s in pitch count for another inning. 1-1. Just off the plate, 2-1. Did look off the plate by a hair. And it was. So if Amaya would have challenged, Cubs would have been out of challengers by now. 2-1. Chopper at Wakely is going to add another run. Swanson will fire the first, and that is out number 2. Bohm drives in a run. Garcia goes to third, and it is now 11-2 Phillies. Only a Bryson Stott, 1 for 3 today. Fly out, ground on, and a single to center. It's like one of those reset games for the Cubs. You lose 2 of 3 to Pittsburgh. You lose 2 of 3 to Cleveland. Almost hit Stott on the first pitch. You nearly lost, got swept by Pittsburgh. And you took 2 of 3 against Tampa Bay. I mean, Cubs are honestly lucky to be at 7-8 right now. Soon to be 7-9. That misses inside. It's 2-0. Well, one more run, and the Cubs can use a position player to pitch. Really doesn't help them until we get to the 9th or the 8th inning. It's 3-0 now to Stott. So the 2 lefties he's faced, he's given up a walk, and he hit Schwarber. He just firing a strike there to Stott. Yep, a single to Brandon Marsh. So for Barnes out of the pen against the lefties, it's been a no-show. 3-1 to Stott. Ball 4. Tommy Ottevy's coming out to talk with Barnes. By the way, Miami, Atlanta tied it at 3, and now it's 6-3 Miami. So something clearly changed. There's a strike to Real Muto, 0-1 now. Real Muto 2 for 3 today. Couple singles on the ground out. He's driven in 2 runs today. A 1 changeup pulling away, 1-1. Another long half inning for Phillies hitting. Long bottom of the 5th and 6th. Just popped out of play, 1-2 now. Took 24 pitches for the Cubs to get out of the inning last inning. It's taken 26 for Barnes so far here in this inning. Here's the 1-2 from Barnes. Oh, high, it's 2-2. He just really has not had his command at all since coming out of the pen. You could see it ever since the first 2 batters he faced. Immediately hits Schwarber, misses all 4 pitches out of the zone with nowhere close to Harper. Flare to right field, and this is going to make it a 12-2 game. Another RBI for Real Muto, and Stott goes to third. Another base hit for the Phillies. 3 RBIs for Real Muto now, and that is now 13 hits for the Phillies as a team. I have Justin Crawford 0 for 3 today. A couple strikeouts on the ground out. Can he get the lefty out? Phillies have not scored only 1 inning today. Crawford fouls one away. That was on the 4th on a quick inning for Assad. But they've scored 8 runs in the 5th and 6th inning alone. 0-1. Right down the middle for a strike. 0-2 now. So I have to play it 1-2 now. Crawford, only guy without a hit in the Phillies lineup. Can that trend continue going here? 1-2. Chopper hit weakly up the middle. Swanson goes to first for the third out. Another long inning for the Phillies offense. 3 more runs come to score. It is 9-2 Phillies to the 7th we go. 12-2 Phillies to the 7th we go on Shy Sports Live. Top of the 7th here in Philly. Cubs trail the Phillies 12-2. 8 runs in the 5th and 6th inning combined. Remaining 4 runs spread out through the first 3 innings. And for Charlie Barnes, it's not a good outing out of the pen. As Seth Johnson in the pitch for the Phillies delivers a first pitch ball to Matt Shaw, who's hitless today, 0 for 2. He's grounded out and struck out. Cubs down to their final 9 outs of the game. That's 2 straight out of the zone for Johnson, 2-0. I mean, at this point, if you're the Cubs, you're trying to get. You're probably not going to win this game, but you're trying to get as many pitches thrown out of this bullpen as you can to be a nuisance to this Phillies bullpen the rest of the series. 2-1, chopped foul by Shaw, 2-2. Here's a 2-2. This is high. It's full now on Shaw. Three-two. Out of play. We're going to end the broadcast.